to have them
Start
here and
again.
here and have them again and then have them again.
And in my understanding, we're not allowed to raise money.
Oh, no,
Well, we're gonna figure out a way, I guess. There will be
That's
some way.
Bill's
The town is supporting this and they've appointed the committee, so I assume that there's a way, but I just don't know what it
That's
is.
fine.
Tell me, in Hadley, did the town of Hadley appropriate money?
Seed money to get started. They went to the
What was
town
it?
meeting and asked for X amount to get started, then everything else was,
What was X amount?
I don't know, I wasn't involved with the committee that much, so I don't really know. But you talk about fireworks, I ran Hadley Community Days for 3 days when I was chairman of selectmen there, and we did a 15-minute show. This was in '89. It's a little over $10,000 back then.
I don't think we spent anything like that. For our shows are 25 or 30 minutes long and they've been substantially less.
But some of it has to do with the time of the
The
year
time
that
of
you do
year,
it.
that's right.
We enjoy a little better price because it's fall and we're not competing.
What Hadley did, instead of running their own fireworks show, they donated $10,000 to the July 4th Amherst fireworks. So it was much larger and bigger. And
I didn't think so. I went to Amherst Fireworks. I thought they were terrible. The year before, they were wonderful, but not last year. This year.
Amherst has a parade coming up in September.
Uh,
See, and they started their bicentennial committee only 6 months into it. And they really had a tough time raising money, organizing the parades. Hadley started over 3 years ago. You know, when
Fall and
they did
summer
it.
in the middle, so.
Yeah, so, you know, I brought a couple of things from Hadley's, I just picked them up. This was a supplement to the Gazette, all about farming, everything they did in Hadley. All of the events, it was done by the Gazette. They went out and sold advertising. Didn't cost the committee anything. They have a souvenir shop in the town hall, and it's open, and they sell shirts, mugs, different things, anything
The
you
town
want.
does that, or was this just for
The bicentennial committee, they staff it with volunteer help, so it's a way to make money. They started these shirts up, they made all kinds of money. They did this with a thought for kids, and they were so popular, I think they sold 8,000 shirts.
Oh,
that
was
very
cute.
Because of Hadley's asparagus,
Yeah, sure.
and the whole street was lined with them in the parade. People,
Sure, yeah.
you know, and, then they had other ones like this, just plain. They had, this was a souvenir program they sold. It was $5, but it gave everybody in the parade. It was paid for by businesses, and then they had like events going on, like you said, an outdoor movie. They just had one the other day. It was sponsored by 4-H girls, and they had it at the high school, and they had Hotel for Dogs, that movie, and so that was an event for the bicentennial, but the 4-H girls made all the money on it for their, they made a video of the whole parade. The parade was 3 hours long. They had, what was his name? He was a DJ for Kicks, volunteered, and they had a young lady do the color. And the whole parade is on here. They started it with a proclamation from the governor declaring June 14 Hadley Day. You know, so there's all kinds of things we can do if we want to do it. You know, they had a ball to start, and they're still going on with events now. After the parade, they have a big block dance coming up it's put on by the Booster Club for the sports in conjunction with the American Legion, the two of them together. So
I like that.
I guess it's how innovative the volunteer groups want to be. They've got to be a big part of this, you know.
And then the onus lies upon them to produce, because if they don't, then, you know, there's a blank spot in the calendar. So that's motivation for some people.
What a good idea.
You know, if the committee would like, I could probably ask the co-chairmans of the Hadley one, and they would give us answers to all their questions, how they got started, how much money they used, what they did, any questions we had. They probably would gladly come and give a presentation.
I think that's a good idea.
You know, at least they could shed some light on the hard things and what they would do differently maybe.
I don't think we have any trouble producing anything, but I'd like to know what the pitfalls were.
Yeah,
you
What
know,
happened that they weren't expecting, and where did they?
Mary Thayer is a great person, and Chip Parsons, they have Parsons